Good evening and happy Thanksgiving, Bruins fans. We are coming to you from Bryant, Arkansas. I should say chilly Bryant, Arkansas, where the Pulaski Academy Bruins have advanced to the third round, the semifinals, if you will, of the 7A playoffs. They are facing the undefeated Bryant Hornets in what could probably be the most hostile environment between the weather, between the opponent, between the holiday, everything. It seems like it has all the makings of what could be a very interesting and very exciting evening. I'm joined. Oh, by the way, I am Holt Short. In case you didn't know, I'm joined here by Blake Amsler. Mr. Amsler, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Glad to be back in the booth for a semifinal game. And like you said, man, this is an atmosphere that PA fans are familiar with. We've been to Bryant Stadium plenty of times over the years, but we're here. This is a little different circumstances. Semifinal football, Friday after Thanksgiving football, chilly football, and really a super meaningful game trying to fight your way into a state championship berth.
Yep. Well, we're waiting for the teams to come on the field. I suspect they're staying in the locker room as long as they can.
I don't blame them.
I do not blame them. And I got to say, I'm very impressed with the showing by the PA Bruin fans. They are out in force this evening. I even see about 25 or so students down there suited up in white for the evening.
And that's something I will say about going to Fayetteville last week was I was expecting Fayetteville to have a huge crowd, PA to maybe or maybe not have the biggest crowd in Fayetteville. It's 2.5 hours away. And, man, the PA crowd came out to play in Fayetteville. I'm telling you, I went up to the booth just to hang out with the coaches and stuff during the game, man. I looked over across our fans, and I was like, gosh almighty, we've got so many fans out there. And then I peered down at the Fayetteville bench, and I'm like, they got nobody. We legitimately probably had more fans than Fayetteville did last week. I don't. That's no estimate count, or that's a very generic count in my head. But roll with it for me. But yeah, it was very impressive how PA traveled last week.
They got their money's worth.
And they got their money's worth. They got an overtime victory, 39-32. A great win in just the grand scheme of the program of PA is taking down the reigning 7A champ last year in a quarterfinal matchup to where against a team that we've never played before, but going into their building, traveling up into the big mighty Northwest Arkansas, taking them down, and now you get to prove yourself one more. You know, your reward for that is let's come on back home and go over to Bryant and play the 4 out of the last 5 time defending champions, Bryant Hornets.
I wasn't sure what that number is. When was the last time they lost? I mean, they must have lost last year.
Well, last year, yeah. Fayetteville was the champ last year, but I think the previous 4 were going to Bryant, I believe.
Goodness, my goodness. Well, and, they're certainly going to have the Bruins are going to be looking to make a statement. The Hornets, at the same time, they're not going to want these upstarts to come in their building.
Exactly.
And try to set the pace and tell them how things are done. This is their division. I mean, this is
and they really have. I mean, outside of winning that, but the 7A Central Conference in itself has been theirs for years and years and years. And obviously Conway and PA and some of these new kids with PA and Little Rock Christian coming in, but over the last, let's say, 10 years, this has been Bryant's conference.
Yeah.
And obviously their record still shows they're undefeated this year, so they're still doing their part. But, again, when it comes down to one of these Friday nights in the playoffs, man, anything goes.
Anything goes, as we learned last week. All right, well, we're down there for the coin toss. A few things going to be a little different this evening. We do not have the perfect prediction for you. However, we do have a text line for you. Should be there on the bottom of your screen. It's a different number, so if you're texting the other number and we're not reading it, that's why. Make sure you text that number. It's 501-817-4031. And again, 501-817-4031. We will try to make some time to read that on the air. We'd love to hear from you, especially if you are out of state, out of town, and, maybe you just hung over from all the turkey you ate. I don't know. But, those that can't make it out, I certainly don't blame you. But there's plenty here to support those Bruins. And once again, we are still waiting for them to come out. There's 2 minutes left until The half is about to start.
Well, Bryant's just now starting to march out over there, but they're yeah. I think you're spot on, man. Both teams staying in there to get a little extra heat just before they come out. They're about to get 3 hours worth of 30-degree weather, so I think they'll get their money's worth.
Well,
here do come the Hornets.
And the Bruins will, I believe I saw they're going to receive. And I believe that was the case in the first game. They elected to receive, and they scored on that first drive, and I think scored on the second drive. And they really came out punching, and it just, things, just a few things didn't go their way in the second half, and they found themselves behind it. This is not a team you want to get behind against.
Right, exactly. And looking back to that earlier matchup in the season, obviously Bryant came away victorious by a couple scores in the end, but it was such a close game. I think PA was up late in the first half, ended up turning it over right before halftime, into a late score that kind of really shifted momentum, and then coming out from that halftime into the second half, Bryant's run game really just started to cement itself and really wore down the Bruins in that second half and just took over the game. So those are really the things that I'm going to look for is, number one, can PA limit the turnovers?
Yeah.
We got to limit the turnovers. Take what you can get, and if we need to punt a couple times, if we need to take risks here and there, but we can't have the huge turnover that just blows up momentum. And then number two, can we stop the Bryant run game?
Yeah.
They're going to want to run the ball first, and then their next answer from that is going to be their short passing game. They love getting those big receivers, tight ends out in open space wide where they can block and create space for their shifty receivers. So those are the two things I think number one, you got to take those two things away. Because if you do not, they will just keep doing that all night. If they want to, if you can stop them on that stuff, make them throw that deep ball, you may have a chance of just knocking it down, overthrow, whatever it might be. So
KJ or Kelly back there might be able to even come up with it. They've certainly shown the ability in the past.
Yeah, and another thing to think about is we lost KJ, I believe, at the halftime of that game, early in that game. And then also Walden Culpepper was not active at all for that game. So that's another just a little variable that he is now active and been playing the last couple of games. So things to look out for. But I'm really, in environments like this, when you're up against a huge, well-coached team like Bryant, you really look at your seniors and you're thinking, what am I going to get out of you seniors? I'm looking at you, three senior defensive linemen, Peyton Adams in the nose, Phelan and Rutherford on the ends. You guys have to step up and play huge on the front end and then allow your linebackers to make some plays. Then on the offensive side, you got a ton of senior receivers. You got Brandon, obviously, senior quarterback. So they've been around the block.
Yeah.
They really don't have nerves. I can't imagine as many games as they played. But you want to focus on those seniors. Here we go.
Nope. So here's the kick. Takes a weird bounce into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback. Smart move there, not to try to force anything, try to make anything happen.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I feel like it hit our guy inbounds and then went into the end zone, which I thought was a live ball, but refs blew it dead. So.
If it eventually goes in the end zone, I think the rule is that it's a touchback.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I
feel like I've seen that before, at least in college. Now, high school might be different, but no one's saying anything. I don't see any fussing from the Bryant sideline.
No,
so
neither way.
All right, so here is Cobb. He's going to be alone in the shotgun here. He's got quads to the far side, single receiver to the near side, 2 men in motion. Sends it back. That's Spoda running around quite a bit, getting warmed up. And that passes to him, and he is going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
And you saw a lot of Williams Swoboda motion last time we played them as well. They've got tight man coverage. You see all these defensive backs manned up on their receivers. The more that we motion, number one, it confirms to Brandon, yes, this is man coverage. And then it also gets a running start for William to break free of some of those guys. So, yeah, continuing the motion here.
Oh, there's Culpepper now. You mentioned him. There's a little screen pass. It's over the shoulder, in and out of two different Bruin receiver hands. Went out of Will Swoboda's hands, and then I think that was Culpepper who looked at he had no one saw that coming. And
no, it definitely was meant for William, and it just happened to tip into Walden's hands, but I don't think Walden was really the planned receiver there. So 3rd and 9.
Two stacked on either side. There's a snap.
It's coming.
Yep. And in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, that is Greathouse. So the Bruins looking at a quick 4 out here possibly. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah,
what they're
fourth down
do.
inside their own end, and good coverage there by number 26, Jaden Welsh. You're going to see a lot of that really, really tight man coverage.
So Bruins are looking to pass.
Good deep.
Lets it go. He's got a man, and it's in and out of the hands. Oh, goodness. Took a hit. I don't know who that was over there. Still don't know who that was.
Yeah, I think it was Chase Hancock, the freshman receiver that just moved up recently, but yeah, I don't know where he got kind of lost in their sideline there. I don't know what that was about.
So the Bruins.
Not exactly how you drew it up. You
No.
know, fourth down, turnover on downs in your own end zone, or in your own side of the field, just outside the red zone, 21-yard line. So hey, we're going to test this defense right up front.
Go. So this is Jordan Walker, who's going to be in the shotgun. He's got twins on the far side, single receiver on the near side, and to his left is the man with the ball right now, who is running hard with it. I believe that is going to be Thrash, Myron Thrash Jr.
And man, that name does not sound familiar from the other 3 running backs we saw at the first game, but maybe I'm mistaken.
He is their leading running back. He may have been injured for that game.
All
So
right.
there's a snap. There's another give to Thrash. Thrash looking for room, not finding much of it. Bruins will
Oh my gosh.
swallow him up, but there is some momentum pushing forward, and that.
Yeah, TJ Logan came around from the backside and got on the back of him, but man, Thrash continuing to press the pile. Got about a yard or 2 extra.
Good for another point. It's, Hornets lead 7-0. 10:35 left in the first quarter. Do have some live fan feedback for you. PA fans were loud and proud in Fayetteville last week. I was seated on the Bulldog side, but cheering for number 34 in the Bruins. Watching for Fayetteville again tonight. Go Bruins.
Come
Don't know
on
who
now.
that's from.
Don't be sitting on the Fayetteville side. That's no.
Someone said, glad you're here. You're back. Well, thank you.
Well, while you're reading those out, I know we've got a few to get through, but that is a good point to make. We do have a new number.
Yes.
So if you had it somewhat saved in your phone as, you know, Hassle PA Live or something, I don't know what your contact name was, but you got to change the number now. You can still Hassle PA Live, but you got a new number to do it at.
That was Hassle. Hassle. Yes, just to be clear.
Any complaints can go to complaints@wedon'tcare.com.
And I got your text. Thank you, Josh. It said break a leg, guys. Changed Hancock's grandparents watching from Pearland, Texas. Go
Nice.
Bruins.
Yeah, Chase has already been making a bunch of impacts in this playoffs and took that big shot to him earlier. I wouldn't be surprised to see him loose later on.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that the Bruins do have to be concerned about is they rely on the passing game so much. It is not easy to catch football when it's this cold. I mean, it hurts your hands. I was out there playing catch with my son earlier today, and he didn't throw that hard, but it still stung a few times. All right, so here's Cobb in the shotgun. He's got Walker to his right, twins to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Walker steps up. There's the pitch to him. He's got room up the middle, but he is swallowed up before he could find that hole. Goodness gracious, that looked like he had something going there and just could not get through.
Big number 99 out there, Malachi McDonald. They've just got a huge front four. You can see them as they get down. Huge front four.
All right, so here's Cobb. He's got twins stacked close up since Will Svoboda outrun into the far side. Throw to him. That way overthrow. It was a catch by someone on the coaching staff over there. Very excited.
Yeah, looking Swoboda's way, but again, too high. He was on the move. Maybe just misstepped a little bit and let that ball fly too high. 3rd and 10. Again, deep in our own way here. So we really need a positive play to get us going.
Yep.
You see that man coverage all stepping up tight. One high safety here.
Yep. Here's Cobb. Empty backfield. There's the blitz. So receiver, screen pass, and that is good to Culpepper. And he is hit right as he goes out of bounds. We'll see if they mark it as a first down.
Yeah, he's going to pick up the first down, but that was a really close, tight hit to that sideline. I thought they may have given us 15 extra ones, but nope, not now.
Not on the road.
Right, you're going to have to earn your yardage around here.
All right,
so I do like what PA did there. They had man coverage like we were talking about. They went crossing around and got some of the linemen actually to come up and pick the man that they were trying to get. So picking his man off to give Walden a lot of room.
Goodness. Cobb under a lot of pressure there. Good job by him to get rid of that ball. There's Cobb. There's the pitch to Walker. And Walker again, they tried that same play with him going at the middle.
And McDonald was there again, number 99, just a stout defensive lineman in there, hard to move. And another good tackle by number 9, Bryant Davis. Good-looking linebackers as well, number 9 and number 0, real long, athletic-looking guys. Look like they can run.
There's Culpepper and Cauldron on the near side, Twins on the far side. Cobb's got Walker to his right. There's a snap. He's got some time.
Yeah,
He's got a man. There's Culpepper, and it's in and out of the hands. It's a good thing he got a finger on that because number 18 for the Hornets was looking to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Bryant wants to do with that defense, like we were talking about, man coverage of everybody short, and then that one high safety in the middle. You see 18 playing high in the middle, and he's just reading the quarterback's eyes. You saw Brandon's eyes went to the right. He slid over and was looking to take that pick. So like you said, good on Walden just to get enough fingertips on it to move it a different direction.
Yep.
3rd and 11.
There's Cobb, shotgun under pressure. There's a blitz for the Hornets, and he throws at the feet of Walker. Probably a smart play there. Unfortunately, it does put the Bruins at 4th and 11.
Yeah, trying to set up a screen pass to Javion, but just wasn't there. Defensive lineman read it. One of the linebackers scraped over the top and was in front of it as well. So just not the right play call for that instance.
Nope.
4th and 11.
Greathouse comes out. So here is Cobb in the shotgun. Sends Walker out to the far side. It's going to be a quick punt, and
uh-oh, he's got some room.
Returning that punt is number 1. Do not actually know, and he is going to pick up quite a chunk of yardage. Almost gets right back to where the kick was from, unfortunately. And the Bruins defense, once again, is going to have their work cut out for them.
And I know we don't have a live clock for you guys, but just as a recap, we'll try to give you as many time recaps as we can. We're 9 minutes left, first quarter still, 7-0 Hornets. We do have the score down there, I do believe, right, Eric? We do have the scoreboard down there, but just no time. So we'll try to give you as much time stamps as we can. 9 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock.
There's Walker, gives it to Thrash. Thrash, no, that's not Thrash. That is 22. That is Anderson, and he picks up enough for first down and another 5-6 yards to go with it.
Flag down. We do have a holding. Nice. And Anderson's the name that I definitely remember. He's a senior, number 22. I've seen him run the ball for a couple years now. He's a really good running back, and they've just got a stable of them back there.
Yep.
I remember, in the last game we were playing against them, it seemed like they had 3 running backs that were just rotating in. All 3 of them having huge success. And
all 3 of them have a ton of yards on the season. The ones you're thinking of, Curtis Jones, Woods, and Anderson were the 3 probably. And again, Thrash is actually the leading running back. I don't know what.
Gosh,
he was
that's
out.
really 4.
Yeah.
4 names that have a lot of yardage. Gosh.
All right, so here is Walker. Again, gives it to Anderson. Anderson tackle. That was good tackle there. That was Peyton Adams bringing him down.
And I like the patient run by Anderson in the backfield, just trying to wait his time to find a hole there. But a great job by Peyton Adams to shed his block, slide over, make that play for almost no yard gains. All right, here we go. Bryant has been able to run the ball. They've been ahead of the sticks the whole time. Now they're looking at 2nd and 20. Where do they go here? Do they trust Walker in the pocket? Do they roll him out? What are we looking at?
We'll see. There's a pitch. Nope, they're going to give it to Anderson again. Anderson's going to find a lot of room in that left side. And he is going to be running out of bounds right at the short of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so they're really leaning on that run game. Really trusting it. I think, like you said, he's going to be a little bit short, 3rd and 5. Still a running down for Bryant, obviously.
Yeah, they're definitely 4-down territory.
I promise you they're going to try and set up a play action at some point. So secondary's got to be awake.
All right, so here's Walker. That's Anderson to his right. Fakes the pass.
There it is.
Handoff on the right side.
Okay, good. PA fans looking for a hold out there by the wide receiver. Not going to get it, but do get a good tackle. I think that was Jake Fuller along with maybe Josh Roten that came up late. 4th down. Bryant's going really fast up to the line. They're going to run this ball probably.
There we go. Here's Walker trying to catch him off sides. Bruins not going to fall for it. That was on the reception. That was Kamari Austin, who trying to pick up that first down. So big play here early on in the game. 4th and 2 for the Hornets. There's a snap. Walker's going to keep it. He's going to pass it deep. And nothing there. No flags. And the Bruins force a turnover.
Good stop. Good stop.
In the second possession for the Hornets. So defense has to be feeling good about that.
Yeah, and a huge turn of events because remember that first run by Anderson was about a 10, 15-yard gain.
Yeah.
Turns into a holding call that ends up in a stop for the Bruins. So a huge, huge momentum shift there.
Oh. So let's see what the Bruins can do with it here. Have not found much luck with the running game. Looks like got the Cauldron back there with Cobb. There's a late coming Hornet. There's a snap. Cobb looking to his left. Got a man over there. And that is good for first down. And it was a fumble.
It fell out. Oh.
And that is.
It's going to be a hole.
Just go in there like a battering ram. They could take one down. There's a give to Thrash.
Woo!
And he is stopped.
There's a little something.
Again, short of the end zone.
Yeah, see JT Phelan at the bottom of that pile. Peyton Adams as well.
Yep.
A couple others, but a good stop there. Third down, 3rd and goal. About a yard away, though, so it's really going to have to dig in, tighten those splits down, hold them out. Now, Walker is capable of running, so Walker can keep it in.
There was nothing but pride on the line,
and that defense stood up inside the 5-yard line just like this. So 4th down, just about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Homer's kitchen table, 4th down here.
I think everybody knows what's coming.
Yep. There's Thrash is ready for it. There's a snap. There's the give. He gets it, and he is stopped short. I'm not. The far referee is saying.
Wait, maybe PA's really excited, but I thought I saw hands go up by the ref.
One ref called it dead. The other ref said touchdown.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
The white hat comes in and gives him a touchdown.
How?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
like you said, conflicting on both sides of the side judges. Wow.
And the Bruins defense is.
And Bruin defense saw that one on their sideline that was marking them short.
Yeah.
So they celebrate like they got the stop.
I mean, they were right there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it wasn't even any conversation either. I mean, he came over and just threw it up too.
Yeah.
Didn't have the guy that marked it short didn't have any sort of say or anything.
Well, there's the kick is up, and it is a 14-point lead for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Bruins defense a little shell-shocked here after that questionable touchdown call.
Well, I just feel like, you see Coach Jones and Coach Lucas out here asking, like, hey, why didn't you stick up for yourself, man? You called him short.
Yeah.
Stick up for yourself and tell them why you thought it was short. Man, reffing obviously is a really hard game to do, but you just wish maybe have a little bit longer conversation, with the white hat. White hat gets them together.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was real,
So, well, 14-0 hole here for the Bruins to fight out from.
Yeah. And, I appreciate the Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty. That is our live fan feedback. Thanks for chiming in. We got good luck Chase Hancock and Bruins from your TT in Dubai.
Whoa, in
and
Dubai?
That kick, that kick is going to go in the end zone. That's going to be a touchback.
Ball boy almost got taken out.
Oh, the guy trying to return the ball.
Little kid came out there, and one of the players came flying by him.
All right. Well,
got to have a
speechless. I'm still not sure what to say about that.
It's just been such quick swings of momentum. I mean, it goes from they have a huge run that last drive to a holding that turns into a stop that turns into us then having a great first down play that knocks the ball out, and then you have the goal line stop that didn't turn into a goal line stop.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of turn of emotion here so soon.
There's Cobb. Quick pass to the right. That is Walker. Walker's going to pick up about 4 yards.
And stuff like that is what we're going to have to continue to do is have those crossing routes. You had the outside receiver coming in and kind of picking the inside receiver, the defender that was manned up on Javion, gave Javion just a little bit of space, picks up 5 yards.
Yep.
And it's just a good start to the drive, eases everybody's nerves a little bit.
Yep. 2nd and 5 here. Oh, and it is 5:47 left in the first quarter. Got Twins to the near side, single receiver to the far side.
And notice how wide these receivers are right here.
Yeah.
They're outside the numbers. The inside receiver sits at the top of the numbers. So
Trying to take that safety out of play as best
Yep.
they can. Here's Cobb. He's looking for room up the middle. Does not find it. He is swallowed up. And that's going to be third down. And looks like he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yep.
yeah, that's that defensive line coming at him. Ryan Horn, number 73, ended up with that sack.
All right. So bunched up Twins on either side of the line. Walker is back into the right of Cobb. No, he was to the left of Cobb. My eyes were full of me. And Cobb is going to keep it. Walker with the big block there. And Cobb takes a lick as he gets out of bounds. And they're going to say that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, fighting for those yardage there to pick up the first down.
Yep, that is going to be a Hounds Lounge first down. And you just don't drop the ball.
Well, you don't want to see your quarterback take a hit like that, but in a game like this when you're down 14 and you really need a first down,
Yep.
maybe that is the time you put your head down
Yeah.
and fight for that one extra yard.
All right, so here's Cobb. He's got bunched up trips on the far side. There's a snap.
Whoa.
Looking to his left. Nope, he's looking to. Now he's running to his left. He's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. I mean, that's one way to take those safeties out of the equation is that running back keeps running or the quarterback keeps running.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that deep safety is not going to get involved, but credit to Elijah Hill and number 2 at the defensive end on PA's right side, out on the far side of the screen, just blew up the offensive lineman, which made Brandon turn back, and ended up Brandon was lucky to get three or 4 yards out of that.
Oh, so that's 2nd and 7, 4:35 left in the first quarter. Cobb looking for the snap. There it is. Got a man deep, and just out of reach of Greathouse. He had the room.
Yeah,
And
there was a little space there.
Yeah.
But actually a great play. You know, they have got number 18 playing safety and the free safety in the middle of the field, but actually a really disciplined play by him to not come through and hit Mason.
Yeah.
Because that could have easily turned into a personal foul, but he made the conscious decision to not hit him and ended up with just an incomplete pass.
It should be third down, right?
Thought it was too. Yeah.
Oh, we got a flag. I didn't see a PI-rific penalty. Oh, I just heard an about time, so I'm guessing a holding, or maybe
maybe it was a holding in the
yeah,
back,
like
in the
a holding on the
secondary.
receiver.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Also-
Greathouse just might have been able to get to the ball.
Yeah, and Bryant is known for being a little handsy in the secondary. They play really tight coverage, which, can be really good for you for a long time, but can also get you in trouble some.
Cobb looking for room up the middle after he gets flushed out. He picks up about 8 yards. And Bruins moving the ball. That's 2 Hounds Lounge first downs in a row. And Cobb is just shy of the third one. Still going to be 2nd and 3.
A little short, and again, that kind of reminds me back to that first game against Bryant. Was PA had a lot of success running the quarterback with all those man coverage that we're talking about on the back end. Your receivers will just run them off deep, and if Brandon can get past this initial defensive line, he's got a lot of room in the secondary to run. So he had a lot of success before. I would not be surprised if Coach Thrash and Coach Lucas count on him to do more of that tonight.
Yep. I got Twins stacked on either side. Walker to his right. Cobb waiting for the snap. There it is.
Blitz is coming.
Quick pass to the left and picks up that first down, like you said.
Perfect.
Dink and dunk down the field. That was Greathouse on the reception. 3:30 left to go in the first quarter.
And good recognition by the receiver and quarterback both to get that ball out quick. He brought up blitz from that side, just a quick out route, and picks up the first down. I notice a lot, kind of keep your eye on Javion at the running back position. He's going to be on Brandon's right a lot. He's chipping number 2 with his defensive end quite a bit. They're walking up a defensive back.
I see
blitz.
that, yeah. There's Cobb looking deep, throwing deep.
Uh-oh.
He's got a man. It's going to be over the shoulder and just out of reach.
And that's just another.
Was that
that's
83?
Yeah, that was Chase Hancock, the young,
Hancock, okay.
young receiver. And he had a lot of space, man. If Brandon could have led him to the left just a little bit more to the middle of the field, I think Chase could have ran under that. And that's been just a common theme we've seen is that when those seam routes or those straight routes get open from the PA receivers, oftentimes that ball kind of fades outside a little bit, and they have to make a huge adjustment to get to it
Yep.
instead of just leading them to the inside. So
Well, the flags are not moving, so there's no wind out there to contend with. Unfortunately, there is the Bryant defensive line who just brought Cobb down for a huge loss on second down.
Yeah, and that was Elijah Hill, again, number 2 from that left defensive end spot, making an impact. He made a huge impact on the first game. And again, we're putting a lot of attention with him with Javion on his side, chipping him a lot. But still able to fight through, especially rolling out to his side. That may not be the best play for us.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So 3rd and 20, 2:30 left in the first quarter. There's Cobb in the shotgun. Here comes the Hornets. There's a deep pass. Oh, and that's got to be it's got to be a flag. No flag.
No, he hit him. He hit him in the midsection. It wasn't.
But he hit him after the ball was well past him, though.
The ball was passed for sure.
Like.
And
that, I mean, that was. I'm sorry, but that was with intent.
Right, and like we said
like
earlier,
that was. I mean, that was the kind of tackle you make with the intent to hurt someone, and that's. Like,
yeah, it was definitely a little bit late there. And like I said earlier, Bryant defender held off earlier down here on our sideline. He could have done something similar and purposely held off.
Yeah.
And then flip around a few plays later, and that happens.
Oh.
But no flag on the play, so it is going to be 4th down.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised considering some of the calls we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah.
While we're on this break, can someone go back and tell us if he was actually in the end zone on that second touchdown?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna have a great angle.
Oh, that's true.
From our camera point.
So here's Hancock. He is up and walking. We got a Yay Mason from Grands in Nashville, Arkansas. Go Bruins.
You know what's interesting? I see 35 KJ Colin is out there in the offensive huddle. I don't think we've seen him on the offensive side at all, but I guess maybe he's trying to fill in for Chase a little bit. Chase is up and jogging, so I think we'll be seeing some more Hancock here in a little bit.
Yeah, he's up and running. So long 4th down here for the Bruins. They got the Hornets do have a man back in case they punt it. But at the same time, he's also just playing pretty much a prevent defense.
Kind of fits into their defense anyways. They're one high man coverage defense. They're kind of running the same thing anyways.
Oh, here's a snap, and he is going to punt it. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say right at the 33, just keep walking, buddy, 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that right there is actually what PA wanted to do on that first punt is they want Brandon's punt to go out of bounds. I can't imagine PA spending too much time covering punts in practice and getting all those rush lanes down just because of what they've done in the past. So I think that's what they really wanted, is that ball to get out. Bryant doesn't even have a chance to return it. Let's just play some defense.
Yep. So here's Walker. There's a pitch to a man in motion. That's number 23, and he is brought down just shy of the line of scrimmage.
Job by Jackson Redmond keeping the edge, and then number 20 Josh Roten coming in to finish it off.
That was Jacoby Boone on the sweep there.
Yeah, nice job by the defensive stretching that out. That play took a really long time to get all the way outside. That's not really what Bryant wants to do.
No, not at all. I mean, they may have seen a few of the plays that Conway threw at the Bruins. It worked, but it did not work for them. Quick pass, almost picked. Unfortunately, it is not, and that is number 12. That's Carter Ratliff. He is a very large receiver for the Hornets.
Yeah, and he was an impactful tight end in the game before. I believe he had a touchdown as well, and had a bunch of huge catches in critical situations. So he's definitely kind of a go-to receiver that they like, big body, but he'll also do a lot of dirty work out here.
And that is Thrash. He's got lots of room on that left side.
Yeah, simple handoffs by Bryant, just keeping it really, really basic, but picking up chunk yardage. PA's going to have to make some changes, whether it's commit more guys to the box or something to stop this run game. Like I said, their number one thing, they will keep doing this all night long if it's working.
All right, so 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. There's a snap. Walker looking deep. He's got a man, but it is just shy of him. That
was actually 3rd and 1, right?
Yep,
so this is 4th and 1 coming up?
Yep, so here is
Or no, I think that was second. This is third and one coming up.
Homer's oh yeah, it is a third down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was second down. And that again, that kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Take away the run first. Make Walker make those throws that he just missed and stuff like that. But you've got to commit to stopping this run first.
All right, so here's Walker. He's looking for room. He's going to find it, and he is going to be brought down by a number of Bruins, but not before he picks up about 15, 16 yards there inside the red zone. It's going to be a first down at the 16-yard line.
Yeah,
We
Walker's
start
low.
the second quarter.
Yep, clock
Now.
winding down. Gonna take a quick break.
Yep.
Eric, can you get to it?
All right, we are back to start the second quarter here. Bruins trailing 14-0. You can see Bryant Hornets, they're looking to add to that lead. There's a snap. There's the give. That is to Thrash, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Bruins now trailing 20-0. Just a couple of hands on him, but excellent blocking by the offensive line there for the Hornets.
Yeah, really, really good surge up front by that Bryant offensive line, making it look easy. 21, or about to be 21-0.
All right, there's the kick. It is up, and it's good. That play took 5 seconds off the clock. Here is, I believe, Grayson King. Yep, that is Grayson King out to kick off for the Hornets. So far, we've seen him. He kicks it, leaves it about 5-10 yards shy, bounces towards the end zone.
Yeah, a nice return would be helpful, but I think that, well, he is a little short this time. So
Yep.
I think that's KJ going to take it out. Uh-oh.
He is going to be in trouble, and he is brought down at the 10-yard line. They're going to say forward progress at the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
And KJ a little shaken up, that left leg.
Yeah, he had about 5 Hornets jumping on top of him there.
Yep. And he is, we do not want to see him. He is
Man, he
hobbling
can't
now.
make it to the bench.
All right. That is not what you want to see. He was trying to tough it out, and you appreciate that, but at the same time, go tell coach you're hurt. Go tell coach you need help. Don't be afraid to ask for it. So hopefully he'll be feeling better. So there is Cobb in the shotgun. Snap.
Whoa.
Looking for a screen pass. There it is to Walker. Walker going to pick up about 7 yards there.
Yeah, somehow that turned into a great play, but not exactly how you drew it up. And then I think we got an offensive lineman down now.
Yeah, I'm afraid Walker might have fallen on. Walker, whoever was tackling him,
Yeah.
roll up on that That leg looks to be the left leg.
Yeah, Eric Park shaking up a little bit, and he was part of that screen pass.
Yep.
But, again, it didn't look like everyone was on the same page or something there because it looked a little disheveled, but ended up with 8 yards out of it, so he can't complain.
Yep.
I think Eric will probably be all right after a couple plays.
Well, and I think part of it was only 2 of the Hornets linemen, fell for the screen pass. I think they were a little confused because Cobb was expecting to see 3 or 4 of them in his face.
Right.
All right, so here's Cobb in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Pass to the left. There's a complete pass. A little confusion over there, and that's still going to be a first down, but I think that was Hancock thought that ball was intended for him. He was a little worried.
It was a little bit behind for me, but Max Conine right there for that catch. So good pickup, first down, about a 10-yard gain. Getting some little momentum here for PA.
Yep.
Got to make them pay. See Charlie Cotro subbing in here at running back.
There's a snap, and there it is, the give to Cotros, and he is going to get stood up right at that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you had William Sabota actually in kind of a little tight end or H-back look there coming across the block.
Yep.
So PA trying to find a way to get this running game going of their own.
Cotros again back there, Conine in the slot. Here is Cobb. Wait for the snap. Looking deep. He's got. Oh, that was Conine. I'm sorry. That was Conine. That was Sabota in the slot, but it was
I think
a couple yards out of reach.
Yeah,
max.
Sabota went across and tried to break off that man coverage, and they were looking Conine's way, like you said. But again, a great play by that safety to just sit back, and he's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he always seems to be in a decent position to, if our receiver got the hands on it, that he's coming across to dislodge that thing.
Yeah.
So, and that's exactly what their defensive scheme wants. Their secondary is going to play a little bit of outside leverage to it and force all the receivers into that middle safety.
Well, so here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side, looking deep, and he's got Svoboda, and Svoboda is unable to bring that ball in. So that brings up another 4th down for the Bruins.
Again, just over his hands, but tight coverage. That number 21 was right on his back.
So Bruins looking in 4th and 8 with 10:03 to left to play in the half. Got trips bunched up to the near side. Sends Culpepper out to the right, but he is punting it, and it goes right in the hands of the return man.
That's what we did not want. There you go, decent coverage.
And a couple of missed tackles.
Push him out. Gets back past into PA territory.
Little extracurricular activity there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like too much over there, but yeah, everyone looked a little overly excited.
Yep.
Man, so thinking of like what can PA do on offense is they've got that we keep harping on the man coverage, but if you can just get one of your receivers off of their man coverage, I know it's as simple as it sounds. If you can get the man off of their guy, they'll have so much room to run because all the other guys are just following their man elsewhere around. So that's why we've seen a lot of screen passes we've tried. We've tried a lot of crossing routes to try to pick those defenders. But, again, you have to credit Bryant's defense for.
Bryant starting in their own territory. There's the give. That's the thrash on the right side. He's not going anywhere but down.
And a good read there by Jake Fuller from outside linebacker. Came up, made a nice play, a low tackle.
Did not really give him forward progress either. That's a very favorable spot for the Bruins.
We'll take that.
2nd and 14. Need all the breaks they can get at this point.
Yeah, and we were kind of eyeing KJ's injury. He is walking up and down the sideline a little bit, so he looks mobile enough, but he's not in the game right now.
No. And Walker looked like he might try to take advantage of that. It's a deep pass, and it's caught, and they're going to say he is down at the 1-yard line. Big catch there from Kamari Austin. Taking him, again, as you pointed out, taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Not having KJ out there.
Exactly. Big play there down to the 1-yard line, and Walker had enough time to roll out to his left, kind of stop, plant his feet, and put up a good ball to number 8.
Oh, there's Walker. There's a snap. He's going to fake it. He's going to keep it, and he is going to get in the end zone.
Yep.
And that is going to be the 4th touchdown for the Hornets. .8:49 to go in the half.
And yeah, that's pretty much what we were talking about, is like their success in the running game leads to them being able to do what they want, because PA had to adjust and bring some people up and kind of leave their secondary more vulnerable. That's exactly what Bryant wants you to fall into. Then they find that open receiver one-on-one. So this, I mean, the game plan is just riding out perfectly for Bryant right now. PA can't get anything going on their end.
And when they do, just have unfortunate turnovers. That's Gittins back there. And sorry, that's
I think Hancock's going to come in for KJ now. So so still some explosive guys that can make some plays, and it could be some special teams play like this, that in a position that you're not really ready for, but a big play right here could really spark this Bruin offense to get in gear.
Yep. Kick, end over end, and it is going to be taken by Hancock, and Hancock is going to be dragged down at the 15-yard line. We're going to say forward progress at the 16. Bruins once again finding themselves deep in their own territory. Trying to see if, who did you say the offensive line? That was, who was
Eric Park, the center, was out earlier. I think he's back in. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's Carson Bales coming out for some reason. I don't know. Did the ref tell him to come out or what? Well, Tyler Pulley's going to come in his replacement. I'm not real sure what that one was about.
No. All right, so here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got twins either side, spread out. Walker to his left. He's going to roll out to his right. Going to pass to the left to Walker. Walker not going anywhere. Fortunately, he loses about 4 yards.
Yeah, and that right there, I mean, getting screen passes to Javion, that's the right way of thinking, is to get him some space for Javion to make a huge play. But credit to Bryant's defense. They're just really reading their keys well, coming off when they need to come off, and coming up and making those plays.
Yep. And, those screen passes take a while to develop, but fortunately it gives them a while to get in position to stop them, figure out what's going. So here's Cobb, 2nd and 15. He's going to keep it. He's going to run. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Almost back to where, they're going to give him, it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, picked up a couple yards there, and really that's where PA's had any success that we have had was through Brandon's legs on scrambles and maybe a couple designed runs. But, Brandon scrambling, and after these receivers have run their defender off, it's not a terrible idea. Maybe try to.
Walker steps up to the line. Looks to the sideline. Signs go up. Cobb not sure. We're going to have our first Henson Loop automotive timeout of the game.
Sure.
All right. So Bruins facing an uphill battle here. 4th and 3, down 4 scores. is Cobb. And Bryant Band playing very loudly. Cobb looking to get he picks up the first down. Yep, just like you called on the timeout. Looked like he was going to roll out. Had the option to pass or keep it.
Yeah, I think that was a full-on Brandon keeper the whole time. But what I do like is it's a little mix-up play from what they love to run. They love to run just a little quick pitch to the receiver coming across. They faked that, let Brandon keep it the other way. So a good little alternative to what they've really shown a lot of on film.
So here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Nope. Now they're all in mode. They're all over the place.
Yep.
They're trips to the far side now. Single receiver to the near side. Maybe looking to find something on that right side. Single coverage. Nope. Cobb is going to find something. Yep. He's going to pick up the first down. He's at the 45. He's at the 50, at the 55, the 40, and run out of bounds inside Bruin territory. That gets the Bruin fan base a little hope and a little enthusiasm.
Best play of the night so far for this PA offense, and I love that you took him to the 55 right there, I think I heard.
Did I?
I don't know if we're playing Canadian football out here or what, but he got so into it, man.
45-yard line. There is no 55-yard line.
I'm just picking at you. But, hey, what I do love there is that PA used a shift. They completely shift the formation from 3-by-1 one way to the other, and it tricked the Bryant secondary into something.
There's
Here
a pass to Will, and he's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he is brought out down. That is going to be the first Bruins visit into the Toyota Caldwell red zone of the evening.
And it's just as simple as I said. And, it sounds stupid, but you just had to get a little space from your man coverage, and there you go. You have an open receiver.
Well, I think I saw number 2 for the Hornets hobbling a little bit.
I like
that.
There's
a pitch to, I can't tell who that is. He's going to pick up maybe a yard or two.
34, Walden Culpepper at the bottom of that pile. So he caught a short one. And that was that play that I was talking about on fourth down. They love to run that inside the red zone and on fourth downs like that, but they had a little alternative to it on the fourth down with Brandon keeping it back to the left.
Yep.
Let's see where they go here. You got Charlie, the big back end. Maybe use him.
Yep. Well, spreading. That's Culpepper spreading out. They're looking maybe a fade route to the left.
Really, really spreading them out here.
Yep. Twins on either side. Here's Cobb. Quick pass to the right, and it is incomplete. Well covered by the Hornet defense.
Yeah.
So Bruins, with their first opportunity of the night, just can't quite come up with it. Say hello to Madison Taylor's parents watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Proud of the Bruins' first year in 7A. Absolutely. They say, we still believe. Thank you, Gail Taylor.
Well, I'll tell you, the difference here on this drive is that PA's offense had a decent drive and got it inside the 10-yard line. So this is the worst starting field position for the Hornets.
Big tackle there.
Starting out with a loss of yardage there by Jake Fuller.
Yeah, that was Curtis Jones on the run. He stumbled a little bit. Bruins took advantage of it. That's going to be 2nd down and 11 with 4:15 to go in the half. Bruins stacking a lot in the box. Got some motion.
Did they get it? I think they got us crossing. Yep.
All right. So they're going to give up 5 yards. That's a PI roofing penalty on the Bruins, unfortunately. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Boy, I'm afraid that was Rutherford. He's come to the sidelines. All right, so Bruins once again 6 in the box. There they come.
There we go. Make the play.
Looked like they had a wrap up on Jones, Curtis Jones, and just couldn't quite bring him down as early as they wanted to. So 3rd down, and he picked up 3 yards, so 3rd and 3.
Yeah, didn't pick up as much as I thought he did. I thought he kind of slipped out of that first tackle into a first down, but good rally by the PA defense to close it up and limit what he gained there. 3rd and 3.
Big play here for the Bruin defense. They've showed up a number of times tonight. Let's see if they can do it again.
I'm going to have my eyes on number 12, this fullback. Where does he go? Does he run out on a route, or does he come in and fold into block?
Oh, he's blocking, and it's a deep pass, and it is nothing. Another one of the, it's a safe pass. It's one you don't want to, not necessarily an arm punt,
Right. Right. He was putting that in a space where maybe his receiver comes up with it, but definitely not going to be an interception.
Yep.
And put him in a bad spot. There's no, if you're Bryant, you're thinking there's no reason to give PA any sort of momentum here. Like a punt is completely fine. Your defense has been playing amazing.
There's Grayson King, first time the Hornets have punted tonight, and it takes a Hornet bounce to the 40 to 35. It's going to stop at the PA 34 line. So Bruins will take over. And, excellent job by the Bruin defense taking advantage of that field position.
Yeah, like we said, that was the worst starting field position for Bryant, and a good job by PA defense to hold firm down there and force a punt. Give us a chance to maybe put one in here. As a reminder, 3 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock. I know we kind of keep forgetting that, but
thank you.
3 minutes left in the first half here, second quarter.
Bruins got twins stacked on either side. Cobb looking deep, and it is intercepted.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted Mason to run deep, and Mason was trying to cut it in on an in route.
Yep.
And it sailed over his head into an interception. Gosh.
So Bruins turn it over on that first down play with 2:58 left to go in the half.
Yeah, I would love to know what play call that was. I mean, someone had to be on the wrong page there. Either Greathouse running the wrong route or Cobb not expecting the right route. One of them had to have been off.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually, on those passes, Cobb is usually going to overthrow the receiver, if anything. So here is quick pass. That is to number 8, Kamari Austin. He's going to
tackle by Caden Nash for
pick up about 7 yards. It's going to be second down and a long 3, maybe 4. We'll see what they say. So here's Walker, shotgun, quick pass to the left.
Get up.
Almost picked off, and Rutherford comes to join. I didn't see who he.
I think Jake Fuller was the first one out there that wrapped him up.
And then Rutherford almost got a paw on that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing is if he gets a paw on that, is that a forward pass or not? I
think if it's in the air, it's all hands on deck. Rutherford's done that multiple times this year. Popped those balls up, turned into interceptions or fumbles.
Yep. Oh, there's a
Anderson.
handoff to.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, he hurdles him, man. That was Anderson out there.
So 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock.
That's not quite. Oh, this is going to be a 4th and 1.
Yeah, so kind of a decision here for Bryant. Do you go for this? And
they're going
if you don't get this, you're giving PA a prime opportunity to maybe sneak back in the end zone.
Walker's not flinching. Oh, they're looking to catch King. Grayson King out there. He is the same guy for the kickoff and the punt team.
And I've got to think the line of thinking there is just like the risk being we turn it up potentially, anything could go wrong. But turn it over right here and give PA a sliver of momentum, or do we just punt it deep down in the end zone, make them drive the whole field? Our defense is just playing lights out this whole first half.
Yeah.
I just don't think the reward is there.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's King. There's a snap. There's the kick. Bruins get close again. Well, it takes a slight bounce, and then it.
Yeah, not too bad.
And it is. Bruins going to take over at their own, we'll call it 27-yard line.
Yeah, minute 52 on the clock. PA's down to 2 timeouts. So, man, at bare minimum, we got to come away with some points here. So love a touchdown to end this half.
What are you telling Cobb after that interception?
Well, it depends on who was at fault there. But either way, you just got to wipe it clean, man. Last drive, forget about it. Let's move on.
Yep.
Best next step you can do is have a great drive right here going into half.
There we go. All right, so Sabota's in motion, that right side.
Uh-oh.
Woo. Oh, almost caught, almost intercepted, almost caught. They're going to say.
Yeah, William did catch it, but I feel like he didn't get control until he was out of bounds.
Before out of bounds, yeah.
Probably a good call.
Yeah.
But a great coverage again. The defender was all over him, undercut it, was using his play side arm like you teach, man. That great coverage and a great throw from Brandon to even get it in Williams' range. I love this right here, this shifting up here, mix these man coverage up. And we've got good numbers down here, 3-on-2.
Yep. Cobb's looking that direction, looking deep, and he takes a little too much time. And unfortunately, the Bryant offensive line gets to him and brings him down. So that's going to be a 3rd down and 15 to go. Minute and a half, under a minute and a half now in the half.
Yeah, and this Bryant defensive line, I mean, they love situations like this where you know we're going to pass, that clock is running, and you know Brandon's just going to sit back there and look, and boy, this front four is just firing off the ball.
Yep.
And now Bryant is actually going to take a timeout after letting a little bit of the clock run. Bryant's going to call a timeout to maybe try to turn the tables here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a valid one, and also, you know, you definitely want to go talk to him, be like, hey, they're taking a shot downfield. Make sure you're in position.
Right, yeah, you can use this time to talk to the defense, obviously, for this big 3rd down, but also, you know, it stops the clock, and potentially, you know, if you can get PA to throw an incomplete pass, maybe Bryant turns around and turns it into something. So it was a smart timeout, I think.
Yep. Well, at the same time, maybe, you know, Coach Lucas cooks something up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, we've seen time and time again this PA offense and their explosive plays, and you saw it a little bit on that last drive where we got William free on that long throw. It just takes, I mean, I'm talking the smallest little two feet of gap between that defender and the receiver, and a nice throw onto it, and you're off and running.
Yeah. Yep.
But as easy as I say it is, you know, they do have some pretty good athletes on defense that are saying to not do that. So
you got to think about number 2. You got to think about that safety. You got to think about there's 1,000 different variables out there.
There is, and that's what makes this game beautiful.
Oh. All right, so Tripp stacked on the near side, single receiver to the far side. Cobb looking down. There's a flag out there. It's a good pass. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that's going to come back.
Yeah, he did pick up the 1st down. Walden did.
Yeah.
But like you said, flag in the backfield.
I think Cottrell's hitting himself.
Yeah, I guess maybe the running back got caught up on a hold.
Yep. And that only took 10 seconds off, so now it's going to be 3rd and see how far they're going to 3rd and 26.
And, you know, that's an interesting – I'm kind of surprised. Well, he's talking to the ref now. I feel like they may decline – well, no. Oh, no, we picked up the 1st down, so they can't decline it.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe
no.
if it was incomplete, they could decline it and turn it into 4th down. But since we –
bust out the Jedi mind trick on
them.
Yeah,
we picked up the 1st down, so they have to accept it.
All right, so there's the Bryant secondary's playing deep.
Oh, yeah, golly.
It's like they have 2 different lines out there. Just there's a snap. There's a give. There's a pitch to Culpepper. Culpepper looking for room on that right side. He picks up maybe 8, 9 yards.
Bryant going to use their last time out here to stop the clock at 49 seconds. So 49 seconds left in this 1st half. 4th down, long 4th down coming. PA's got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of lean towards you got to punt this one away. But again, it's 28-0. Does it matter too much? Maybe not. Maybe just take a shot.
You can't really fake punt.
Well, no, there's no reason to do that.
Well, no, I'm saying they can't. Like, they literally, you know, because it's the same
Yeah, I mean, Bryant's really just playing defense, really, with that one high safety back. They back that safety up a little bit to return it. But other than that, they're just playing man coverage on all the receivers anyway. So Bryant will probably have the same play call either way. But the question is Brandon going to kick this one or maybe take a shot at the 1st down?
No, the offensive line, they got them lined up. I'm sorry, the receivers lined up right tight with the offensive line. So on that weak side, on that near side. There's a snap. He is going to punt it, and it's going to go right into
it got blocked.
The arms of. So Bruins.
Yeah,
not so lucky there.
Yeah, we've been doing that same punt action so many times the last few games that it has gotten a little repetitive, and I thought, you know, some team might take advantage of it like that. But gosh, this is not the time to make that happen.
Oh.
So now a really short field, 44 seconds now on the clock. Good news is Hornets are out of timeouts, so no timeouts. They may have to pass the ball a little bit more, but they're only 17 yards away, so they could run the ball as well.
So Bruins defense again has their work cut out for them. There's the give to Thrash. Thrash looking for him on that right side. Doesn't find much. That's going to be second down and maybe 8, 9.
Clock is going to run.
The yardage guys
30
waiting.
seconds counting down.
There's
a spike.
Yep.
So 27 seconds stops the clock. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. So actually that takes up an important down there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
I was watching the chain gang down here. He's trying to figure out where to put there
is a flag down as well. I don't know what that is. Maybe Bryant didn't get set.
PI roofing penalty. Yep. Or did he say
false start? Maybe,
false start.
yeah.
Okay. Or illegal formation. One of the two.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't have someone up on the line.
Down.
All right. So PA catches a little bit of a break there. It's going to be second down and 13 with 27 seconds to go in the half.
He's winding the clock, so that clock's running. I don't think Bryant realizes it.
Oh, nope. Walker
they're still looking at the sideline. They don't realize the clock's going. 15, 14.
There's Walker looking deep. And nobody's there. Nobody's home. 10 seconds left. 3rd and 13. But at this point, it's just 3rd and goal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although, I don't know. They might kick a field goal.
Could, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know their history with, how what his max range is.
Oh, I feel like I'm pretty confident they would be able to kick a field goal from here. Now, what you got to think about though, they don't have any timeouts, so you cannot get tackled in bounds. If we tackle them in bounds, this is the last play. So they got to be really careful. Do you just throw a fader out maybe, see if you can get a quick, easy, cheeky touchdown? You can't really throw anything over the middle.
So he's going to be rolling out to the right. He's got one receiver in the end zone.
There's
the pass. And it is in and out of the hands of the receiver, and there's 3 seconds left to go.
Caleb Kelly came across and knocked that one down. And was close to intercepting it. But here's your answer. Yeah, they're going to trot out field goal unit.
Well, and Bruins trotting out Conine and Cauldron.
Oh, yeah, they're getting their tall guys out there, maybe try to get a paw up on this. I think they have blocked 1 or 2 field goals this year. So
sounds right, yeah. All right, so 3 seconds left. Here's King. The kick is up, and it is doink.
Nice. Hey, we'll take it. We will take it.
All right, so that will do it for the first half. And Bruins have their work cut out for them in the second half, trailing 28-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a little bit. I think I'm not sure how long the time or the halftime is set for, but we'll be back and ready to go when they are.
At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. It's time for the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Tip of the Week.
When engaging in sports or exercise, make sure you use the correct techniques. Proper form not only improves your performance but also minimizes the risk of injury. If you're unsure about your technique, ask a coach or an athletic trainer for guidance.
This has been the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Tip of the Week, Scan the QR code or visit them online. At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com.
Whether you need a break or your pup just needs some playtime, Hounds Lounge provides unbeatable measures for an exciting day for your woofs. With a strong focus on health and safety, Hounds Lounge is committed to service your dog with the best possible care. They will spend their days socializing with furry friends and exercising in our supervised, cage-free indoor and outdoor play areas. Those spending a few days with us will spend their nights cozily tucked away in a personal pet suite for a comfortable night's rest, all while being cared for by our professionally trained staff 24/7. Learn more about our boarding, daycare, and grooming services at houndslounge.com.
Fans, it's time for the Caldwell Toyota Tip of the Week. Fans, it's time for the Caldwell Toyota Tip of the Week.
When choosing a car, be sure to prioritize safety features like airbags, anti-lock brakes, and electronic stability control. These features make a big difference in an accident, helping to protect you and your passengers. It's worth investing in a car that offers solid safety ratings.
This has been the Tip of the Week from Caldwell Toyota. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. It's time for the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Tip of the Week.
When engaging in sports or exercise, make sure you use the correct techniques. Proper form not only improves your performance but also minimizes the risk of injury. If you're unsure about your technique, ask a coach or an athletic trainer for guidance.
This has been the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Tip of the Week. Scan the QR code or visit them online. At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com.
Whether you need a break or your pup just needs some playtime, Hounds Lounge provides unbeatable measures for an exciting day for your woofs. With a strong focus on health and safety, Hounds Lounge is committed to service your dog with the best possible care. They will spend their days socializing with furry friends and exercising in our supervised, cage-free indoor and outdoor play areas. Those spending a few days with us will spend their nights cozily tucked away in a personal pet suite for a comfortable night's rest, all while being cared for by our professionally trained staff 24/7. Learn more about our boarding, daycare, and grooming services at houndslounge.com.
We are back. Just about a minute left to go before the second half starts. We left you, the Bruins were down 28-0. Unfortunately, that's still the case. They do have their work cut out for them, and the Bryant Hornets will start off with the ball to start the second half. We'll see O'Donnell for the first time. And I expect we'll see an onside kick.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta do it. Gotta try it. Gonna have to take some risks here to gain some possessions and have quick turnover activities to get back in this one. Yeah. Some of the things we talked about early on was stopping the run and not turning over the ball ourselves, and both those have not gone our way. Have gone the way of Bryant so far. They've been able to run the ball. They've gotten a couple turnovers on us. So, yeah, there's plenty of things to change in the second half if you want to come back.
Well, and I mean, you think back to it, and like the defense, the Bruin defense has not given up that many yards. Like they really haven't. I mean, it's the one time they had Bryant deep, they held him there.
Yep.
The Bryants started essentially with the ball around the 35-yard line, 40-yard line in Bruin territory every time.
Yeah. The first, I guess, probably 2 or 3 touchdowns were off a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Like you said, inside our own end. So really short fields for the defense to work, but that's part of the PA game plan, man. If you're going to sign up for the job, it is what it is. You're going to have to fight for short yardage situations like that. So. I guarantee you, I know Coach Madison Taylor really well. He's not feeling sorry for himself about any of that. He expects stops anywhere on the field.
There's a kick, and it is downed at the Bryant 34-yard line. I did not see who fell on that, but it caught everyone, ourselves included, off guard.
Yeah. Not really the angle we were looking at, I don't think. I mean, I think he was wanting that angled a little bit more to the left, closer to where the bodies were, to give our guys a better chance of getting that. We really had no chance of recovering that one.
Well, I think he wanted to make a liar out of me because we still didn't see O'Donnell kick it.
Right.
All right, so here is Walker in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. That's Austin. There's a
we mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Thrash get this one on a carry.
Thrash is out there next to Walker. There's the give to Thrash. Thrash is
now
bottled up and brought down.
Looks like TJ Logan sliding through there on a third down to keep it no gain. Fourth down coming up. So, hey, look, all you can do is one stop at a time. The comeback starts with one stop.
There you go. Well, and again, Bryant in their own territory. Couldn't get across the 50-yard line.
Right,
Couldn't even get down through a set of downs. Here's the punt. There's King. It's a high punt.
That is. Bounce back.
A little wobbly. Takes it. Bryant bounce to the 18-yard line where the Bruins will take over. Only took a minute and 4 seconds off the clock. That's the start you needed.
Yep. Yeah.
Like you said, if you're gonna manufacture a comeback here, that's what you needed.
Yeah, you got to simplify it down to just one drive at a time. Defense, one stop at a time. Got that one. Check mark. Now you move on. First offensive drive. Can you get a touchdown out of it?
All right, let's see what Cobb can do. Here he is in the shotgun. He's got trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Got a man across the middle. There it is. Oh, led Culpepper a little too much there.
Yeah, right idea though. Trying to catch Culpepper on a crossing route where he'd have room to run. If he did get his hands on that, he'd have a little space to cut up and get some extra yardage. So I like the thinking there.
Yep. It puts Culpepper in front of the defender.
Right.
Exactly. It's all right. Here is trips to the far side, twins to the near side. There's a bobbled snap. Cobb falls on it, and Cobb frustrated with himself. I mean, at this point, there's. You can't get too angry at yourself. I mean, it's cold. You're under pressure. You've had, that big defensive lineman coming at you all night.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said earlier, there's a lot of variables to think about. Defensive line pressure is one of those. And just I think that snap was decent and just kind of let his eyes off us before he completely got it.
3rd and 15 here. 10:20 left in the third quarter. Cobb under pressure, and he is getting – he gets loose. Gets back A yard shy, they're saying he was down. Yard shy of the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 16. So Bruins looking like they might have turned it over, but the refs say he was down, which he was.
Yeah, definitely down. He was well down. Knee and elbow both hit, I think, when that ball slipped out. But difficult decision here if you're Coach Lucas. Do you punt this away and try to?
Especially after the last punt, that you kind of figured out how best to attack it.
And we're shifting out to a quad set, so this may be a go for it.
Oh. Yeah, it is. He's keeping it. He's looking.
Got to let one loose. Let it loose.
And he is brought down. He was trying to communicate to his receiver to get deeper. And
yeah, but you can't take a sack on 4th down. Just got no chance of picking it up at all. You might as well throw a Hail Mary up there and see what happens. Ones he's going to want back.
So that puts the Hornets at the 4-yard line of Bruin territory and puts the Bruins in the unfortunate position of if they give a touchdown here, it's going to be the sportsmanship rule kicks in if they assuming they make the extra point.
Yeah.
So here is Anderson next to Walker. Walker is going to run it in over defender, and that is a touchdown for the Hornets. They will take the lead 34-0.
Yeah.
Take the lead, extend the lead rather.
And just the exact opposite of that first drive. I mean, we go from good starting field position, get the stop, and turnover now inside the 5-yard line, easy touchdown.
I mean, they stack the box, and Walker's going to have a whole lot of room to work with on the corners.
Yep. And
there's
that
the
extra point.
All right, so Hornets now lead 35-0. Gotta commend the Bruin faithful, staying out in the cold, sticking through it, sticking behind their boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 9:22 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and again we are going to have a running clock. Here's King lining up to kick. There's the kick, end over end, and it is bobbled, picked up.
You just can't do anything right, can we?
No.
Oh,
That
man.
was Hancock on the return. Unfortunately, he
Start inside our own 20 again. Well, I've got to, as we get obviously the mercy rule intact, but I've got to say hats off to Bryant. They didn't have to do a lot. They kept it really simple. They ran the ball. They threw a couple screen passes, and that was what they needed. And I think they really leaned on this defense, especially this defensive line, just really.
I mean, it was a slow motion. There is Cobb scrambling, makes one man miss, scrambles out, looking to pick up that first down. It reminded me of slow motion coverage sack.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was. I mean, the entire game, it was just the defense, just letting the Bruins throw what they could at them, taking it.
And the beauty of defense like this is it's kind of a chicken and egg thing of whether, good coverage on the back end, really tight man coverage, or is it the defensive line that gets that pressure? And as we see a good catch by Walden Culpepper and a good delivery from Cobb to get a first down. But kind of going back to that thought of, obviously this defensive line's applied a ton of pressure, which makes it easier on the secondary. They don't have to cover as long.
Yep.
And the windows are a little tighter, but also credit to the secondary. They played so well on the back end that – Brandon doesn't have just super easy stuff sitting out there waiting on him that he can throw to. So
that's a Hounds launch first down. Brandon gets the snap, quick pass to the left. It looks like it was Cotros out there.
Yep.
He picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Bruin offense on the move here. Certainly not looking to give up quite yet.
Well, no, not a program like this, again, like PA with the history and with Coach Lucas now at the helm. These kids are not going to give in or anything like that. They're going to keep fighting. They're wanting to score a touchdown here just as much as they did the first drive. So there's not going to be any quit in the Bruins. I promise you that.
So 2nd and 5, 7:30 left to go. There's a pitch to Contros in motion. He's going to push forward. Took a couple of defenders down with him. And unfortunately, he is down as well. We're going to have an injury timeout as the staff goes out to check on him. I mean, you hate to see that, especially as hard as he was fighting to get that first down. He was pushing forward, and it's the darker side of trying to do that is, unfortunately, when you got two guys falling on you and it's 40-some degrees out there, it's going to hurt. And then let's just hope that, he got the wind knocked out of him or something, and just have to see. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 with 7:18 left to go in the third quarter. So he is sitting up. So get yourself some rest, Charlie. All right, so 3rd and 1. Bruins looking to pick up another first down. There's a pass to the left side. That's complete. That's good for the first down. Bruins move into Hornet territory.
Yeah, and those simple passes like that are what you need. A quick little rollout away from that strong side of their defense and got a man open.
Good job by Svoboda there to bring that ball in and pick up that yardage. So it is 1st and 10 from the 43, Hornet territory. There's a pass to Will again over the middle. He's at the 17-yard line. Another Hounds Lounge first down for the Bruins here. They are on the move.
Yeah, and really surprising to see Bryant pop into a zone defense, a one-high zone defense, and that's what William and Brandon can really take advantage of. As you saw William kind of go across, and Brandon found the perfect window to throw it into. Can't imagine Bryant stays in that coverage.
No. Well, the Bruins haven't had any motion lately. So Cobb, unfortunately, not getting very far. He had to scramble out of the pocket, and he gets tackled out of bounds.
Man, you see, I get amazed by when these big teams like Conway and Bryant just roll out 3 new defensive linemen that look the exact same as the ones that just came off.
I mean, just a whole dang army over there.
Yeah, we were talking kind of at the halftime how many kids they have. It looks like they probably have 100, 120 kids over there. But, hey, that's what we get, 7A.
So there's the handoff to Walker on the left side. First time we've called his name. And he gets friendly shove out of bounds. Held up by by one of the 200 people over there in the sidelines. He's back in there. So Bruins not much doing on those first 2 downs of this set. 3rd down and 10 to go. 5:15 left to play in the third quarter. All right, so Cobb's got twins in the near side, single receiver on the far side, Walker's to his right. Go deep pass. That one's too.
Oh, he's all over
That's
him,
a flag.
yeah.
2 flags out there. That's a PI roofing penalty, and that would be good for a Bruins first down. Cauldron have not called his name tonight.
No, that's one name we have not.
That was a good look, though. If he hadn't got tugged, that was a good that was a good defensive play. I mean, you hate it.
Right.
It was pass interference, but it's what they're trained to do. If that guy's open, if that guy's going to get a touchdown, you hang on to him.
Yeah, Connor gave him a good shake at the line and a nice little fade route. And his big frame, once it gets past the defender like it did, that defender has nowhere to go. It's a long way around there to get past that 6'6" frame. And so, like you said, if Connor wasn't tagged or wasn't held, he was probably going to catch himself a touchdown. So, yeah, pretty smart play by the Bryant defense to just give up the 15 yards and get another try at it. So they're going to mark it about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 still, so we're still outside of the goal situation.
All right, so here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got twins on either side. There's a snap. It gives it to Walker. Walker's trying to find some room. Made one man miss. Unfortunately, he did not make much progress beyond that.
No, not much going there as the clock runs under 4.5 minutes. Again, we're in a running clock situation. 35-0, Hornets are up We are still in the third quarter, but just went under 4.5 minutes.
So I'm trying to see who's out there next to Cobb. He's in the shotgun. That looks like it might have been Hancock. There's a deep pass into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Double coverage.
Yeah, looking Svoboda's way again on that corner route. That does look like Rashawn Mitchell, the freshman running back that's had a couple decent runs in the playoffs already, coming in at running back to give Javion a spell, especially with Charlie being out as well. I guess that's where that's coming from.
All right, so here's Cobb. It's 3rd and 10. They are in the Toyota Caldwell red zone. There's a pass over the middle, and that was intended for Cauldron, incomplete.
Yeah, and it looked like he got a little separation as well as Svoboda too. Both I thought they had pretty decent separation, but that ball looked a little behind maybe from our angle. I couldn't exactly see it.
I couldn't either. Like it was, yeah, it was a weird reaction by the intended receiver there to.
I see Hancock lined up in the slot on the left side. I really like that one-on-one battle if we can get him one-on-one with this defensive back.
Here's the snap. Big 4th down here, 4th and 10. Cobb under pressure. Just throws it in the air and incomplete.
Yeah, and that defensive line, I see, you see number 0 out there, Gavin Moman, and along with all those other guys in the line of scrimmage. Makes it really, really hard on a play caller to battle through that when you just know you're not going to have a ton of time to sit back there, and you've got to get really creative on how you do that, whether it's – and you've seen the Bruins use the running back in there to help chip, but you can only chip one guy. So still a lot of guys applying pressure. So
that was Walker. Faked the pass. Little QB draw action. Doesn't get much. Actually loses a couple, 3 yards. So that is – 2nd down and 13 to go. 12 to go. For
2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Clock is rolling.
So here's Walker in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. Handoff. That is to Anderson. Anderson maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. Nope, they're giving him just a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. They didn't even give him a yard. It's 3rd and 12.
Yep.
It looked like he fell forward for it.
I thought he at least got through the line of scrimmage, but I guess not.
All right, so here's Walker all alone in the backfield in the shotgun. Trips.
We got to bump out, guys.
Near
we don't
side,
have a linebacker out here.
You got an extra receiver out there to pick up.
Yeah, TJ's looking around like he doesn't know what coverage they're in. Play clock going under 10. I still feel like, okay, now TJ's bumping out.
Man in motion. There's Walker. He's looking deep. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it. He's got, threw it behind intended receiver. That was number 12. That was that big tight end.
Yeah.
Ratliff. That's it.
And credit Ronan Rutherford for the pressure there to force Walker to throw it a little quicker than he wanted, because if he had all day to sit back there, he was going to find him.
Oh, yeah.
So credit to the defensive line there for applying pressure and making him get rid of that ball a little sooner.
Yeah, Ratliff was open.
Oh, yeah.
It was open. Had daylight in front of him. So minute left in the third quarter. Bruin defense once again stepping up with the ball in the deep in Hornet territory. About to punt. It's going to be King on the punt. Almost got a hand on it. Again, takes a Hornet bounce to the 40-yard line. Bruins will take over there. 41 seconds left. All right, so here's Cobb in the shotgun, trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Pass out to Walker. Walker's got running room. Walker's got a blocker. Picks up the first down. Oh, and there's a flag. A PI. Was it a holding?
Yeah, I think they got the receiver out there.
Did he start before the pass? Or?
Well, it was right as he caught it and started cutting up that he threw it out there. I don't know. It was probably a tight one. Far side of the field for us.
PI roofing penalty will send PA back.
But I like the sound of Walker has a blocker. That seems like a good thing if we can get it to happen.
I feel like as I was saying, I was like, surely this has been said.
I haven't heard that one yet, but I like it. If we can get more of that.
Yes.
This year and next year.
Yeah. All right, so here's Cobb in the shotgun. There's a pass over the middle. It is bobbled. Intended receiver was Greathouse? Was
yeah,
that Greathouse?
Yeah,
he
coming across.
Couldn't quite come up with it.
Like you said, bobbled that one. 2nd and 20 coming up. Clock is running. Should close out the 3rd quarter here unless PA gets a quick snap.
Yep.
3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, and there is the 3rd quarter. So again, 35-0. Hornets are up big in this one. Final period here for PA Live. As this is going to close out the Bruins season. You know, credit to these seniors. They've had a ton of success over multiple different divisions, which I really love. I love looking back at that as far as the seniors have played in, I believe, the 5A, 6A, and 7A over their career, which is really, really cool.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, because
when they bumped up, and when they were freshmen, they bumped up and they were in 5A. Then they did 2 years of 6A, and now this year they're in 7A. So
that's wild.
Kind of a cool little thing that's going to be probably unique to them is that they played in all 3 divisions there. And had a lot of success in all of them.
Yeah.
You know, won a state championship at 6A 2 years ago, and then got to the semifinals last year against Greenwood. And here they are in the semifinals of 7A again against even bigger competition.
Well, feel free to share your thoughts on the season on the Ron Jones or Remax Affiliates Realty Live Fan Feedback. Here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got twins on either side. I'm sorry, Trip on the left side, but the pass is to the right.
There's Hancock getting
loose
on the screen. Yeah.
All right, so Hancock picks up about 8 or 9 yards. It's going to put the Bruins at 3rd and 11. Here's Cobb in the shotgun. Trips to the far side. Twins to the near side, all spread out. Hornets sending 3. There's a snap. Quick pass. That's to Conine. Conine's going to pick up about 8 yards. It's going to be, it might have been 10 yards, really. It's going to be 4th down and 4 here.
Yeah, and I like that quick pass right there. Good, easy completion, and maybe gave Max some room to run. But good tackle on defense.
Not a great spot.
No.
All right, so there's another quick pass. Oh, nice. Swoboda with a huge catch right at the Hornet 40-yard line. He picks up another 5 yards after the catch. That took a lot of concentration to come down with that ball.
Yeah, and Williams really playing a great game tonight. I mean, I know he hasn't probably had the huge stat line that he's wanting, but a junior receiver coming out here, continuing to play, make tough catches in situations like that.
Yep. Cobb under pressure, throws it deep. Tight coverage on Swoboda there, and another one of those ones you just put it where only the receiver can get it.
Yeah, it was a good spot. I know Brandon was kind of having to slide in the pocket a little bit and throw it off balance some. So if he gets a little bit more stable platform, he may be able to drop that one into William. But again, credit that defensive line and the blitzing linebacker for getting Brandon off his spot just enough to cause some confusion.
So here is Cobb in the shotgun. He's got trips to the right side. Looking deep. He's got Hancock. And Hancock catches at the 5. He is waiting for the signal. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 4-yard line, 3-yard line.
Hey, but a great catch. We'll take that.
Over the shoulder.
Yeah, good route, man coverage like we were seeing all night, but a good shake at the top of the route.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were wanting to see from him.
And yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is it's probably running the same routes that we've called against some of these other guys, but just him making a good move at the top of the route and getting room between him and the defender allows it room for Brandon to then put that ball in there.
Yep. There's Brandon. He's got time. There's a quick pass. Looking for a PI penalty. Everyone on the Bruins sideline, everyone in the Bruins stands looking for it, but no whistle. So second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
9 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, as that clock continues to move, like we were saying, under 9 minutes. But they were looking for Hancock there on a double move, kind of went inside and was going to juke back outside. But, yeah, like you said, I think Bryant got maybe just a little small hand on it to slow him down, but not enough for the refs to care.
No. All right, so 8:40 and counting in the game. Here's Cobb. He's got Walker to his left since Svoboda. Well, Cobb's going to keep it. He's looking for room. He finds it up the middle. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And they are on the board with 8:26 left to go in this game. And a lot of pride over here on the PA sideline.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't care about that score. They're just happy to see their boys still fighting, as are we. So here is O'Donnell for the extra point kick. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. So the Bruins with the touchdown. 8:26 left to go. We'll see our second onside kick of the game. I had to.
Yep.
Get
one more try at it. But yeah, I think that'll be a good thing for the guys with the live fan feedback, is send in some compliments and some thoughts on the season and maybe some encouragement as we go into next season. And we'll try to read them off as we can and get it on stream for these guys, some of the players and coaches to look back on as we kind of close this season out and move on into next year. Looking forward, I think it'll be good to have some comments in there about it.
Yeah, I mean it's been a fun one.
Yeah, looks like we're trying to find a ball to kick. That would help if we had a ball to do an onside kick with. How do we not have any footballs? This guy's got one. Yeah, get it in there, Pete. And then to the trainer, Nathan, and yeah, there it is. We got us a ball.
How many how many football players does it take to
well, really zero. We used Pete
that's right.
Joni, we used Nate, and then went to the ref somehow. So.
Football staff and officials does it take to spot a football?
Exactly. But, hey, we found a singular football on our sideline for us to kick, so that's nice.
So O'Donnell's telling somebody.
Yeah, we were short one, so let's get him out there.
All right, so Hornets ready for this one. There's the kick, and it looked like that was number 12 that fell on it. Yep, that was the big tight end Ratliff. So 8:23 left to go in the game. Bruins defense looking to hold again. All the starters for the Hornets are out there. They're not looking to change that quite yet. So Walker's out there. He's got Curtis Jones to his left. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. I would be surprised if they pass the ball at all. No. There's Curtis Jones, and he has got lots of running room on that left side. Picks up about 5 yards.
And as this clock winds on close to 8 minutes, almost under 8 minutes, kind of looking over at Fearless Friday scores, and I see Bentonville up on Conway, 27-14 in the third quarter. I may have to switch over and get that on the iPad and watch the rest of it, but looks like it may end up being a Bryant and Bentonville final. We'll see if that holds. But, man, both times I've watched Bryant, I've watched him on stream a little bit before on other games, and Bryant just looks so strong up front. Offensive, defensive line. They got a stable of running backs like we mentioned before. Walker's a talented, I think he's a senior quarterback, talented quarterback that can not only run it, but have a huge arm to throw it deep if needed.
And he doesn't make mistakes.
No, that's the thing, is that they just play such a simplified game
that
there's not a lot of room for him to make mistakes and make it hard on them. They make it just so easy on them to stay ahead of the chains a lot. and use their athletes to keep the sticks moving.
And the numbers.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a blitz. Actually, a pass there to the left side.
Yeah.
That's
And again, nothing fancy, just a nice quick pass, but it's well timed. Bruins were blitzing, got it out on the edge, one-on-one blocking out there, and picked up a good first down.
that was Jacoby Boone on the first down for the Hornets there. All right, so here's Walker in the shotgun. He's going to give it. That's straight up the middle. That's Anderson.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's not a lot that you can do there. That was Josh Roden.
Yeah, they've got, obviously we've talked about the multiple different running backs. There's something about Anderson, though, that I really like.
Yeah.
He's just got an attitude about him. He just runs so hard. I mean, Thrash has it as well, but, man, there's something I really like about that Anderson guy.
Battering ram. Oh, and there's the give to Curtis Jones. He tried to make something happen, but was only able to pick up a yard, and Bruins were able to bring him down with 6:13 and counting left to go in this game. That's going to be 2nd down and 9. The referees are saying something. All right, so, and there's the give to Curtis Jones again. He's looking for room on the left side. He's going to find it in the end zone. And that is a touchdown for the Hornets. With 5:52 left to go in this game.
Yeah, that running game is so strong.
It is.
And just so simplistic, too, like we're talking about. Just a simple handoff, and they got good blocking up front, and they get it to work. And I think that's, kind of looking forward to next year some already. I know we want to kind of recap this season as well, but I think that's what we've got ahead of us in the 7A is, we now know these teams are huge. We know it. There's no reason to, as he misses the extra point, but there's no reason to fight it. These teams are huge. They're going to run the ball first, and we've got to find a way to make it work. And now we've figured out where we stand.
Well, and on the defensive side of the ball, the same thing you saw with Conway, we've seen with Bryant is receivers are going to have to get separation.
Yeah, exactly. That too, for sure.
I mean, they have such good tight coverage. And
these top teams in the 7A are going to have a deep and talented secondary like that, and they're going to have the defensive line to pressure you as well. So, to get past these Bryants and these Conways and these Bentonville type of teams, obviously we didn't play Bentonville this year. I don't know exactly. Obviously we don't know the outcome of that. But
apparently they're pretty. I mean, they're good enough to be
right,
leading.
Yeah, they're leading Conway still by 6 as I look down at the screen. But to get past these big boys, even in the 7A Central specifically, we're going to have to find creative ways to get it done. You can't just continue doing what you've done. You got to find ways to do it a little bit differently and create havoc.
All right, so here is King back to kick. Set to kick, rather, back to receive. Assume it's Hancock and is that?
That was Gittins back there as
Gittins,
well.
okay,
was kind of about to return it, but decided not to. Smart decision.
Just trying to say, I saw a 2. I just couldn't make out another number. I was like, I assume it was Gittins, but I didn't want to. You know what they say about assuming.
No, don't do that.
I'm not. I'm not actually going to complete it. Just it's a. All right, so here's Cobb in the shotgun. He's getting his receivers figured out. Got Conine setting up on the far side. Twins over there. Trips on the near side. Quick pass. That's to Walker again. This time they do not get the Bruins for the holding.
Clock running under 6 minutes now. 5:40 and counting.
It's a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. There's Cobb in the shotgun. Trips the weak side over here. Twins on the far side. He's scrambling. Good pass. There's a Greathouse. Greathouse trying to make a man miss. Picks up the, I'm going to say first down. Chains are moving. That's a Hounds Lounge first down.
Yeah, nice. Good way to buy time there from Brandon and keep his eyes up even in the pressure coming at him, and found Greathouse.
right, so Great House lined up on that near side, along with a couple other receivers. There's a long pass.
Deep went Wilson's way, but again, great coverage there by the cornerback. No room. Would have had to just been an absolutely perfect ball to even have a chance, but it went out of bounds. And also kind of looking down at the offensive line on that play made me think, man, we're losing a lot of senior linemen as well. So it's just it's going to be a big off season for PA, just to rebuild and recalculate what we've got and how we can attack these top teams to get past and to the ultimate mark.
Cobb under pressure. Did not feel that man behind him, and he is tackled, brought down, lost about a yard. All right, so under 4 minutes to play in this game. Cobb Bruins are looking at a 3rd and 11 here. There's as we hear the throne room. Oh, and that is in and out of the hands of Ardoin. Good job by Cobb to find an open man, just a little high, but it's one of those, he's probably coming down with it if it's warmer.
Yeah, yeah, you might be right.
I mean, that ball was coming in there fast, and it's hard to hang on to those as cold as it is. Just about 3 minutes left to go in the game. There's a snap. Looking deep. That's Great House. Great House could not come up with it.
Just off his fingertips.
Yeah. He's
wanted that one back for sure.
Oh.
But turnover on downs there. That was 4th down. So one last drive probably for this PA group here.
Yep.
But hey, you got to put your hats out and hats off for Coach Lucas, the entire coaching staff, and all these players for getting to the point that we got to. I mean, a semifinal game against these teams. We had huge wins in conference all along, but then also 2 huge playoff wins against Harbor, against Fayetteville.
Yep.
And just obviously, you know, this being our first year in 7A, there's a lot of firsts,
Yep.
but a lot of big steps in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Fayetteville last week and just saw the whole atmosphere that we were at and the way that little old PA was ready to come up in there and show the former state champion how it was done, it's got to give us a little confidence moving in towards next year of, look, Fayetteville won the championship last year and we beat them. So we're in that realm. It's just now, how do you fine-tune, and like I said, how do you get past these top 2 teams, Conway, Bryant, and, you know, potentially Bentonville or whoever comes out of the West? That's going to be your ultimate goal, you know, and until that happens, that's what you're always striving for.
Yep. So they took a knee. They're waiting for that clock to run down, and I didn't actually see who took the knee because Walker is not out there.
Yeah, it looked like
it was Camp Caldwell.
No, he's on our team.
Why is that on? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking. I was like, that doesn't sound right. That is Kyler Shelby. He is. Yeah, I was like,
ball fell out. Actually, I think PA might actually grab that. The late fumble.
All right, so bobbled snap.
Yeah.
And the Bruins will get the ball back with 2:01 left to go in the game. And the offense, well, let's see what Coach Lucas wants to do here. They're going to give him one more shot.
Yeah, might as well get out there and let it rip some.
Yep.
Nothing to lose now.
Here we go, live fan feedback. Great season, Bruins. Hold your heads high. Evan's biggest fans, Uncle Jason and Steph and cousins in the Smoky Mountains for Thanksgiving. Love the picture. Got the tree up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got a couple screens on there. I like it.
Yeah, Evan, I'm guessing they're talking about Evan Godwin, and he's had a great year, great career as a Bruin, and looking forward to watching him at the next level, keep on producing.
There's a pitch to Cotros. Cotros is going to pick up the first down. Good to see him back out there after that lick he took earlier.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, that was Will. I'm sorry, that was Photo.
Yeah, they look very similar, though. Single number and coming across. They
Yeah, well, I thought
similar.
that 5 was an 8, or the 8 was a 5. I'm trying to see if I can see Katros out there.
I don't see him on the field. Where is he? He might be on the sideline somewhere.
Yeah,
No,
all
I
right,
have
so that was a Hounds Lounge first down for the Bruins. Here is Cobb. You can see the steam coming out of his mouth from here. I just now noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a snap. He's looking deep. Yeah, and there's a pass to the right. There's to Williams. Boda again with the call.
Yep.
And that's going to be a first down, another Hounds Lounge first down for the Bruins. Minute left in this game. And
Yep, clock is running under a minute.
Yep.
41-7.
considering the size of the teams they are playing against, PA is doing great. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I mean, they had a great showing in their first year in 7A. I bet you if you polled people beforehand how many wins in 7A they would have had, they would probably have said a lot less than we got now. They're going to end the season, I think 10-3 is the final number.
Yep.
Which is definitely a tremendous year. But I know the PA coaching staff personally so closely that they're not going to be happy with a 10-3 year and getting to the semifinals. They're going to obviously be proud of an accomplishment, but their standards are set on winning a championship regardless of what classification they're in.
Yep. So here's will be the last play of the season. Here's Cobb. There's a deep pass to Svoboda, and it is just in and out of his hands. And that will do it as we hear from Chet and Felicia Hancock, who say great season chasing Bruins. We thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for chiming in and joining us here. I think you've done a pretty good job of covering just, about how this season went for the Bruins. And it went better. I think you summed it up really well. It went better than most people expected, but not as good as the coaches wanted it to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And that's probably true a lot of seasons. The coaches' standards are always set on championships, and that's why the program is great for so long. But yeah, when you kind of step back outside of the coach's shoes a little bit and say, look, we're a private school of 400 kids in the high school that's got bumped up to the 7A for the first time, and here we are,
I think they're trying to steal a couple of Bruin players.
What is happening over there?
It's a Hancock, and I think that's maybe some relatives, because I saw some hugs, and they're trying to get them to.
I don't know what's going on there, but we can wrap it up here from Bryant, Arkansas, and let everybody go. Thank you guys for listening. I know it hasn't been what we exactly dreamed PA Live season. Kind of go into that a little bit. It's not exactly what we dreamed of. I know we've had issues here and there.
Yeah.
But promise you, shout out to Eric. He's been steady with us the whole time, at home and on the road. We are going to work on our technology in the offseason. Big offseason for PA Live, hopefully, as well.
Yes.
And refining our tactics, coming back to you with a great stream next year. And looking forward to another bunch of great ball games in 7A.
Yep. And thank you for watching. And was it good night in 73?
I guess it is. Good night, everybody.